What is going on, guys? Brad here from Pickdawgz.com, and I got a pick in this Central Michigan versus South Alabama college basketball game going down on Thursday, November 13th, 2025. Before I get into the free play, if you guys want to take the guesswork out of it, if you want to save your time and are just looking for my best bets, you can always find those over at Pickdawgz Premium, or just click the link in the description in this video. It'll say Brad's best picks, and you can find my plays there. I put out so many free picks every single day. Everyone always asks me, what's your best bets? What are the picks you're putting the most money on? And that's what the premiums are for. I'm ready to have a big Thursday. Would love for you guys to hop on with me. We also do have the inner circle. Now, this isn't for everyone. This is for people who make larger bets. You need at least a bet 1,000 plus a game to be accepted into this program. But it's more of a one-on-one concierge service. We've had a lot of high rollers join and have had a lot of success. So this sounds like something more up your alley. Text the number on the screen and we'll get back to you. But let's break this thing down, guys. We got some early We got some early college basketball action going down. We got Central Michigan and South Alabama going at it. This game will be played in St. Petersburg, Florida. So it's a neutral site game. Obviously, that's not too far of a trip for South Alabama. Pretty far trip for Central Michigan, but I'm not going to put too much stock into that. And this one is early, man. I mean, this game starts at 11 a.m. Eastern time. I'm in Mountain time, so this thing will be tipping off at 9 a.m. I love that. I absolutely love that. I love our early morning sweat. So here at Pickdawgz, we don't always do these little school games, but for these early start times, we know you guys want to bet on these games. So I'm going to do my best to give you a winner here. So, looking at South Alabama, I'm actually pretty high on this team this season. I think South Alabama is going to be a good squad. I have taken South Alabama just once this season, and the one time I did take them, they played Alcorn State. They were laying 18.5 points. They only won that one by 6. Not gonna lie, did that leave a little bit of a bad taste in my mouth about South Alabama? It did, but I still like this team. We saw them in their first game of the season play Toledo at Toledo. It was not an easy spot. They were 3-point dogs in that game, won that one outright. And then their last game, they played a school called Spring Hill, the Spring Hill Badgers, probably D2 or D3, and they won that one by 49. Can't put too much stock in that one. So, like I said, I think South Alabama is going to be one of the better teams in the Sun Belt. On the other hand, you got Central Michigan coming in 1-1. We saw them have a really strong game against Appalachian State in their first game of the year. They were a slight favorite in that game, but they won that one 82-66. I was very impressed in that game, but in their last game, they put up a stinker, man. They went into Bradley, and they lost that one by 31 points. They only put up 54 points in that game. So it's kind of hard to get a read of this Central Michigan team right now. Like, they looked great in that first game, but got absolutely boat raced and looked terrible in that second game. And just looking at some of the numbers here, South Alabama so far shooting the 3 ball at a 35.5% rate, which is pretty average. What they're doing really well is shooting the 2 ball. Very strong. They're shooting the 2 ball at a 61.2% rate, which is very efficient. They're taking care of the ball decently. The one thing that South Alabama has been terrible this season at is free throws. They're shooting the free throw ball at a 52.5% rate. Don't love that. Whereas Central Michigan's hitting their free throws at an 81% rate. I typically love to take teams who hit their free throws, but I also like to take teams who hit their 3 ball, and Central Michigan hasn't been good from beyond the arc. So those kind of cancel out for me. Guys, in this matchup, I still think South Alabama is the much better team. Like I said, the only time I've taken them this season, they haven't covered, but I have this team pretty highly ranked this season in the Sun Belt. I can't really say the same about Central Michigan. I do want to say Central Michigan has a player on their team named Fat Brooks, which is a crazy name. Just wanted to point that out there. But I'm going to take a shot here with South Alabama. I'm going to lay the points. I think Central Michigan, they were hot in that first game against Appalachian State. And then I think they show their true colors against Bradley in their last one. I just can't back that, man. You put up 54 points and lose by 31 to Bradley. I know Bradley's not a bad team, but damn, that's bad. So give me South Alabama. I'm going to lay the points here. Appreciate you guys watching this. Drop a like. Drop in the comments you're taking in this game. I'm curious to see who you guys have. Check out my best bets. Check out my premiums. Like I said, those are the picks that I'm putting the most time into and putting the most money on. Most importantly, subscribe to Pickdawgz on YouTube because we're just trying to help you guys win some money. And we catch you on the next one.